Hello, I'm Susan Woods of Susan Woods Nonprofit Solutions, and thank you for your time. I would like to share an important announcement from the Internal Revenue Service that directly impacts people who are interested in starting 501c3 nonprofit organizations. On April 14th, 2020, the Internal Revenue Service announced through an alert that it will no longer accept paper-based Form 1023 applications for recognition of exemption. Once again, on April 14th, 2020, the Internal Revenue Service sent out an alert to its subscribers that let us know it is no longer accepting paper-based Form 1023 applications for recognition of exemption, the long version, or what I call the standard version. In December 2019, the new IRS Commissioner over tax exempt organizations announced that she would be transitioning from paper based applications to a new e filing system, but she did not provide a date in which that change would take effect. In January, we received a second announcement from the new commissioner, and her name is Tammy Ripperda, Ripperda, that she is transitioning from a paper based application to an e filing system in January. We received the notification in January, and the implementation date started in January. However, she provided a 90-day grace period in which people could still submit the Form 1023 application for recognition of exemption through the mail on paper. Now, the date of implementation was not clear to me, so I could not calculate the 90-day time frame. Therefore, I called the IRS and I spoke with an exemption specialist to get clarification. And she explained to me that the cutoff time for people to submit the paper-based application is April 30th, 2020. But due to this pandemic virus that we are living through right now, the IRS has significantly reduced staff that work inside of its processing centers. And that had a direct impact on the people who process paper-based applications. All IRS exempt specialists who process paper applications are on furlough right now. And there is no estimated time for their return. Therefore, if you submitted a paper-based application with a postmark date past March 26th, your application will not be processed. It will be returned to you, and you will need to resubmit it using the new e-filing system. If your application packet has a postmark date before March 26th or on March 26th itself, then your application will be processed when the staff returns. Again, there is no return date listed on irs.gov. So that means your application, along with hundreds of others, will be waiting for the staff to return to process the application. And you can imagine the backlog that they will face when they do return. So it's going to take time. The IRS will probably give us an update I know they will give us an update when the staff returns, and will also give us an update of when we can expect application packets to be processed. Sadly, the Customer Assistance Center team members who will answer your questions about the status of your application packet are also on furlough. Therefore, you don't have anyone to call to check the status of your application packet. Now, if you say, I'm just going to go ahead and resubmit my application packet, even though my postmark date is before March the 26th, that's not going to work. The guidelines that were sent through the alert stipulate that you cannot resubmit the application if you've already submitted it before the March 26th deadline. You can't use the e-filing system. You can't do it twice. So unfortunately, you would just have to wait and allow them to process your paper-based application. Now, when you call the customer service center, you will receive an outgoing message, and I will read that message to you now. Welcome to the IRS. At this time, we are unable to provide live assistance due to reduced staff levels. You may continue to use the self-service tools or visit irs.gov to read updates. So these are the two announcements that I wanted to share with you from the Internal Revenue Service. I do advise you to visit www.irs.gov and subscribe to the alerts so that you will always be abreast of the changes. Because if you don't get the alerts, you just won't know. Even though the information is on irs.gov, and unless you're the type of person that reads irs.gov frequently, you wouldn't know about these major changes. The IRS accepted paper-based applications from 1959 until 2019. Technically, the cutoff date should have been 2019, but we had the 90-day grace period. That's 60 years of processing application packets, paper-based application packets. The new e-filing system is going to be streamlined, a smoother process that's easy for the exemption specialist to process even while they work from home. So that is why the IRS encourages us to submit the standard Form 1023 application for recognition of exemption using the new e-filing system. That's the good news out of all of this. You will still have your application processed. Now, let me emphasize one point that may be confusing. The Form 1023 application for recognition for exemption standard version is the same exact application that I've been completing for my clients for the past 10 years. And I've completed 105 application packets in this paper format. Same thing, same requirements, same 7 documents that's required. Everything is the same. The only thing that has changed is the way we send it to the IRS. We're not going to package it up like I used to and put it in a package and print everything out and send it to my clients for them to sign all of the pages and then for them to attach a $600 cashier's check or money order and then mail it to the IRS, and the IRS has to get it and unpack it and date stamp it and send the application one place to be processed, send the check to or money order to another place to be processed. All of that's going away or has gone away. So now, instead of sending it that way, we're going to send the application via an e-filing system. So what I'm going to do for my clients, I'm just going to still create those same documents, still collaborate with my clients on making sure they read the way they want them to read, and then I'm going to upload those documents to my clients' accounts that they will set up on pay.gov to upload their applications using the e-filing system. They will also have to pay the $600 fee through that same process. No more sending checks, no more sending money orders. You have to pay using that same system. And that way, the application and the payment come in electronically to be processed. I can see how it could be a better process, a smoother process. Now, I don't want anyone to get confused between this system, this new e-filing system, and the 1023-EZ system. The 1023-EZ system was implemented in 2014 for nonprofit organizations that meets the criteria to use that short format of submitting their application packet. It's a much shorter application, and the fee is only $275, and that's what draws people in. But there are 30 questions that a person must answer no to in order to be eligible to even use the Form 1023 EZ version. I do not use that version. I'm not going to get on my soapbox, which is easy for me to get on, but my conscience doesn't allow me to use the Form 1023 EZ to complete the application packets for my clients. When people reach out to me to inquire about me doing that, I say flat out no. I'm not going to do it. I refuse to do it. I'm not going to use that form because I don't see how a person can answer no 30 times on those questions that check your eligibility. And another reason is because, based on my research, the people who are audited the most are the people in the nonprofit sector, are the people who use the Form 1023 EZ to apply for 501c3 status. I don't use it, and I never will. People say never. Oh, I can say never on that one. I'm not going to do it because my conscience doesn't allow it, because I just don't like the whole idea. I don't like it. And I have my critics, and everyone has a critic. So what? Jesus had critics. That's fine with me. Getting back on topic, though, I wanted to let you know about the updates. We can no longer submit paper-based Form 1023 applications for recognition of exemption, the long version, which is now about 38 pages or 40 pages, I believe, because now we have to put all of the data, all of the information into the application as much as we can and attach smaller documents, because there is a minimum amount of space, memory space, that we can use to upload documents. I'm not going to go into all detail about that because I'm going to do a video to walk you through those steps anyway. I just want to keep you abreast. I love my work. I love helping people. I've earned a 100% approval rating from the IRS for helping clients across the United States earn their 501c3 status by using the long version of the Form 1023 application for recognition of exemption. If you would like to schedule some time to talk to me about your nonprofit vision to start a 501c3, please visit my website at www.trustsusanwoods.com. That's www.trustsusanwoods.com. Click on consultations and schedule a phone consultation with me so we can talk about your vision and how you can make a difference in your community through a 501c3 nonprofit that you create. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it, and I wish you well during this uncertain season that we are living through right now. Thank you.